Russia says a military plane carrying 65 Ukrainian prisoners of war has crashed. There were 74 people on board in total. All of them are confirmed dead. We're going to find out the very latest on this crash with our Gulliver Cragg, who joins me now live from Kyiv. Gulliver, what more can you tell us?
Well, for the moment, the only information we have is coming from the Russians, apart from the fact that there's photographic and video evidence of the plane coming down. This was near Belgorod, a Russian city just across the border from Ukraine. The Ukrainian side is saying that it cannot confirm anything for the moment. The Defense Ministry says it's looking into the incident but can't confirm whether the plane was shot down or just crashed due to some kind of technical fault on the Russian side. Earlier, a Ukrainian military source quoted in the media was saying that it had been shot down, but now the Defense Ministry's official line is that it can't confirm or deny this for the moment. And same as to whether or not there really were Ukrainian prisoners of war on board. The Human Rights Ombudsman, Dmytro Lubinets, who deals with prisoner exchanges, says he too is looking into the question. They cannot confirm whether these people really were on board, as Russia claims. And both of those institutions called on the media to be as prudent as possible and wait for official confirmation, because at the moment, I repeat, the only source we have is the Russian side, and they can't really be considered a reliable source.
Correct. Now, Gulliver, what we're hearing is that this was supposed to be a prisoner exchange. How credible is that story?
Well, it is credible in a sense that these prisoner exchanges are not announced a long time in advance, and they do happen. There have been numerous prisoner exchanges over the course of the past nearly 2 years since the full-scale invasion began, and the Ombudsman's office have previously told the media that they're not able to provide advance warning to the media about when exchanges may take place because they simply don't know themselves. So I suppose it is conceivable that the Ukrainian side didn't know that these prisoners were being transported for an exchange, but it's very hard to know whether it will be possible to prove it either way. What it's worth also reminding viewers of is that Russia does not fulfill its obligations under the Geneva Conventions to provide full information about who it's holding prisoner, where it's holding them, and where they might be transported. Associations of families of prisoners in Ukraine, or just of missing persons, because some of them don't know, as I recently made a report about, whether their loved ones are in prison or dead, are constantly campaigning to try to get more information from the Russian side about where the prisoners are being held, or indeed if they're being held at all.